Welcome back everybody to How Fast Will It Go, and today we're dealing with the 2018 Mercedes-AMG GT 4-door Coupe. So this now has 1,515 horsepower, 1,101 pounds-feet of torque from a 7-litre twin-turbocharged V12 engine. Still has its all-wheel drive system, and it now weighs 3,675 pounds. And it can now do 0 to 16 2.245 seconds and 0 to 104.381 seconds. So yeah, despite weighing way more than most Mercedes that have been pretty damn quick on this series, it still is able to shift in terms of its acceleration. The fastest Mercedes that we've had so far in the series has been the 300 SLR at 282 miles an hour. And then the two Hammer versions of Mercedes vehicles in second and third respectively, with the Coupe being the fastest of the two of those at 277 miles an hour. So yeah, hopefully it will land around the third or fourth place in terms of Mercedes overall, which will be mid-table for them. But given the amount of weight that this has got and the fact it's a modern car, two things which can be negatives on this series, it might well not do. But nonetheless, let's get out there and see what it can do. So it certainly sounds remarkably different to what it was originally, because obviously it did have a little V8 engine. It certainly does not have that now. There's 200 already. So we did take this out on the previous game, and it managed a respectable 270 miles an hour, so let's see if we can do even more than that this time around. I have swapped the gearbox from an 8-speed to a 6-speed gearbox, just to give it a bit more, ability just to run it as much as possible into the RPMs. 8-speed gearboxes can quite limit how much power is able to be delivered. So it says 272, so we're comfortably quicker than what we were doing in the previous game with this car. Still only about 4th place in terms of Mercedes-Benz vehicles overall. Here comes the downhill section where we will gain speed, but it's about what we can do after the fact. That's 277, that would put us joint second, but as you can see we're scrubbing the speed off now. Can we hold 275 at the very least? 275. No, 274 is all we've got, which is fairly good, especially for a car of this weight, size, and being quite modern, and obviously swapping in the 6-speed gearbox has helped a little bit there. But yeah, only 4th place for Mercedes vehicles overall, and 274 miles an hour puts us alongside the likes of far lighter competition like the BMW M4 GTS, Porsche 911 GT3 RS, the Mazda MX-5 RF, Ginetta G10 RM, as well as the Cadillac CT4V Blackwing and the Nissan 370Z Nismo. We are quicker though than a Porsche 911 Turbo S, BMW M5, a BMW 850 CSI, Lexus S LC500, TVR Cerberus B12 and a Mercedes-AMG 1. So yeah, the fact that we're quicker than Mercedes hypercar is pretty impressive. But we are slightly behind the Nissan Subaru, Porsche 718 Cayman GT4 RS, Aston Martin DBS, the Bentley Flying Spur and a BMW M8 Competition Coupe. So yeah, by no means the fastest Mercedes that we've had, but still 4th place out of the 9 that we're now taking out on this series from Mercedes is pretty good. And yeah, still faster than some serious competition from Mercedes themselves or other manufacturers. And yeah, on the whole, handled the much larger engine and far greater power than what it had originally really rather nicely. So yeah, not a great car in its stock form, but with a fair few handling and power upgrades, you can have a seriously quick car on your hands. Nonetheless, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.